When I was going through my first divorce, I was 30, and the well laid out, planned life that I had created very obediently, like I had done just what my culture had told me to do. Like I got married at 24 and worked hard and bought a house and made a plan to have a family. And then instead of having a family, I had a nervous breakdown, like quite literally. Everybody was moving in this one direction, and my entire intellectual, spiritual, and physical system collapsed, which I now know, I now see that as an act of God. I now see that that's sort of the Tao, that there was a force that was trying to communicate to me, this is not your path. And I will kill you before I let you do this. I will kill you before I let you be a suburban housewife. I'm not allowing it. Like, I will put you in so much physical pain that you're going to have to notice that this is not the life for you. But I was also in so much shame of failure and letting people down. And like, we just bought this house. Like, I just felt like the biggest asshole in the world. Like, I don't know why I can't just get in line and do this thing that everybody's saying to do. And anyway, that marriage ended. And then I threw myself into another relationship, and that ended. And I was like, I don't know how to orchestrate my life at all. And nothing, here I am 30 years old, and nothing is what I had planned it to be 5 years ago. And I was in the deepest depression of my life. And I didn't have much of a spiritual life at that point. But I remember waking up one night in just shame and getting an instruction. I mean, that's the only way I can explain it. And I'm comfortable with that language because I often have that happen in my creative life where I'm told what to do. Like, this is what you're going to focus on. Here's what you need to do now. And I was given this instruction, and it came in as clearly as I'm talking to you. And it said, get up, get a notebook, and write to yourself the words that you most wish that somebody would say to you. Because there was a great loneliness that I was feeling too, as well as the shame. And what that letter said was, I've got you, I'm with you, I'm not going anywhere. I love you exactly the way you are. You can't fail at this. Like, you can't do this wrong. I don't need anything from you. This is a huge thing to hear. I don't need anything talk about no cherished outcome. I don't need anything from you. You don't have to improve. You don't have to do life better. You don't have to win. You don't have to get out of this depression. You don't have to ever uplift your spirits. You could end up living in a box under a bridge in a garbage bag, spitting at people. And I would love you just as much as I do now. Like, the love that I have for you cannot be lost because it's innate. It's yours. And it is not, I have no requirements for it. And if you need to stay up all night crying, I'll be here with you. And if tomorrow you have a garbage day again because you've been up all night crying, I'll be there for that too. I'll be here for every minute of it. Just ask me to come and I'll be here with you. And the astonishing thing was that like, even talking about it now, I can feel the impact that it has on my nervous system to hear those words, even in my own voice. And it was the first experience I'd ever had with unconditional love. I'd never heard anybody say, like, I don't need you to be anything. You don't have to do better. Like, this is fine. This is great. You like on the bathroom floor in a pile of tears and snot. It's great. It's great. You're like, that's fine. We love you just like that. And that's so nourishing because it's so the opposite of every message that I've ever heard. And so I started doing that practice, and it's taken me through. I've had difficult times in the last 20 years, but I've never gone as low again as I went at that time, because this is the net that catches me routinely before I can get that low. And that voice doesn't change.